Nitro 16 is here and it comes with many new features that I'm excited about. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the most important highlights of this laptop, as I don't have it for testing and other creators have not reviewed this particular model, which means I can't steal their benchmarks. The naming of this has changed. Now they're called Nitro 16 and 17, meaning 16-inch and 17-inch screen options. And they bring a lot of new features over the previous Nitro 5 series, which offer huge potential. But don't just go in and invest, as the prices are a bit higher right now, but they will come down in a few months, so be patient. Now for the specs, everything has improved over the previous Nitro 5 line. Like, you get a way better and brighter color accurate display, and this is perhaps the first budget laptop with the Zen 4 CPU. We'll talk about it further on in the video. A full 140W RTX 4050 and an incredibly awesome port selection including USB 4, which is essentially a Thunderbolt 3 port but on an AMD machine, which may potentially enable external GPU support in the future as well. So is it worth considering? The short answer is yes, because this laptop is almost a complete package when it comes to features and performance. The Zen 4 based Ryzen 7 7840HS offers great performance and feature upgrades over the previous gen. This CPU has a max boost clock of 5.1 GHz. It's more power efficient than the 13th gen Intel chips while being really competitive on the raw performance front. Reportedly, it performs faster than the previous gen Ryzen 9 6980HX and also brings the faster DDR5 5600 MHz support. The integrated Radeon 780M also brings AV1 encoding and decoding support and a dedicated AI engine which works in mysterious ways, plus native support for USB 4 as well. The RTX 4050 on this laptop has a full 140W TGP, although it will hardly go over 100 watts due to Nvidia's voltage limits. But the laptop offers support for advanced Optimus, so you don't have to reboot while switching the display between the iGPU and the DGPU, a really handy feature. Another thing Nitro 16 has done right is including a 90Wh battery. Now it's just an assumption, but the battery life on this laptop may be great with this new Ryzen chip from what I've read online. Also, it's likely that the new AI features on this laptop will make it a bit better. The screen is a 165Hz WUXGA panel, meaning a 16:10 aspect ratio, giving you some extra vertical space. We get a fairly decent 400 nits of peak brightness and 100% sRGB coverage with a G-Sync sticker. Because G-Sync is not mentioned on the official product page. Deal with it. Now the port selection on this laptop is one of the best I've seen. You get 4 USB ports and none of them are 3.2 Gen 1 ports. You also get a 5th USB port which is USB 2.0 for connecting the legacy USB dongles and other stuff. Out of those 4 amazing Gen 2 ports, 2 are Type-C, one being the USB 4 and the other one being the usual Gen 2 port. The remaining 2 ports are Type-A ports. There's also RJ45 port, a micro SD card reader, not very impressive, an audio combo jack and an HDMI 2.1 port. The thermal system looks beefy. It also has liquid metal but only on the CPU side, just like Neo 16. But there is no info about its actual performance since no one has tested this laptop yet. But I suppose it will be better than any of the previous Nitro laptops that we have seen. If not, then a cooling pad will make it work all the same. The 8GB DDR5 memory on this unit can be maxed out to up to 32GB, and the 2 Gen 4 M.2 slots will enable you to upgrade to up to 2 TB of storage. However, there's no info on the maximum capacity per slot. Deal with it. Now let's see some questions you might be having in mind. How is this Ryzen 7 7840HS compared to the Core i5 13500HX? It's slightly slower than the 13500HX, but not by much. But importantly, it's more power efficient than the Core i5, which will likely make it better in the battery department. Wait for some reviews to get more clarity though. Should you buy this right now? As you can see, it's currently going for 1,14,000, but you can get a way better Neo 16 for less than this. It's better in every way, so I recommend waiting for a few months for the prices to settle, or just go with the Neo 16 if you're in a hurry. Should you subscribe to this channel?